All right, so tell me again what happened. Tell me.
So excited! Our offer was accepted before we knew it was accepted. We have a boat. We're buying a boat. We got to go to Grenada on the 11th of November. We got up pretty early this morning.
Continue for half a mile.
On our way to the Miami airport to fly to St. George's, Grenada, not sure how to say it, in the Caribbean.
In a quarter mile,
not in Spain.
953 South Lejeune Road.
We're going because we have a sea trial scheduled for tomorrow on the Leopard 45 that we're hoping to purchase. We've made an offer accepted. Now we have to go through the sea trial, the survey, and the haul out. And that's what we're getting ready to do. Very exciting. This is where it begins.
Oh, yeah, probably there.
We're on our way.
That's another one. That's a different one.
First, the only one we have
Grenada. We're going to pronounce it with a long A.
Everybody's here though.
Yeah.
It's on board.
Yep.
So
The surveyor, Noel, our broker, Chris Knapp, and then their broker, Dwight? No.
Anyway, and then Chris is coming back tomorrow. Chris and the other broker are coming back tomorrow after the sea trial. And then Noel is staying until Thursday. He's going to do the tap down on Wednesday. And we're going to stay as long as they let us on the boat. Ask questions and figure out how to run this stupid thing. Especially in light of what we've just watched the winds go through their electric boat and all the stuff that's going on. So very interested in all of those spare electrons that are running around the boat.
All right.
We good?
Here we go. 3 hours to our destination.
Yeah.
Ish. First night in Grenada. It's beautiful. We've walked from our hotel down this beautiful beach at sunset to a little restaurant called the Coconut Beach Restaurant. And some delicious food, talking about how tomorrow's gonna go. And I'm getting more and more excited about it. One of the things I'm super excited about is that the owner will be the captain of the boat. He will be the one that we get to meet and talk to about all the things he's done, while at the same time our surveyor's like going through it with a fine-tooth comb. But again, I don't expect to have any issues. So exciting. I'm so excited. So we'll climb aboard the boat, or be dinging to the boat, I think, at about 8 a.m. And it'll take about 3 hours, I think, to move the boat from one location to another to do the full survey and sea trial inspection. It's so beautiful here. So tomorrow's going to be a great day. We're at the marina in Grenada. Grenada. Climbed on board the boat Away to Me, I think is the name of the boat currently. Feeling really pleased with what we're seeing so far. Dale is having techie talk with the owner.
Okay, so what we're going to do is let's disconnect shore power. That was pretty cool.
Our inspector surveyor is hard at work surveying all the systems, and just watching him work is kind of impressive, all the things they need to think about. No, I'm intentionally filming you. Doing your work.
Welcome aboard. I will be your captain for today. This will be a short journey. I'm expecting normally the passage would take roughly 2.5 hours, but of course we're going to be playing with sails and stuff, so it'll take longer. All right, safety on board this vessel. The most important thing to deal with is fire. Fire is a small risk on this boat. We do not have propane, we do not have gasoline. We have diesel and we have lithium batteries, which the lithium batteries are extremely safe. In the forward cockpit on the port side, there is one in each cabin in the hanging locker. So forward, aft, and on this side in the hanging locker. If a fire does happen in the unlikely event, the goal is to shout, fire, fire, fire. Make it clear that you observe a fire. Grab a fire extinguisher, pull the pin out of it, aim it at the base of the fire, not at the flames, where the fire is originating from. Dump it. Do not try to conserve it. Someone else will grab another one. If the fire is in the engine bay, there are 2 fire ports in each engine bay. One fire port is right here. There are these circular things with the flap. There's another one, I think it's inside of here. There's one on that side by the exhaust, and there's one right here. In the event that the fire is in the engine bay, you will dump the nozzle into that port and just dump it. Do not open the engine bay because you will be feeding fresh oxygen to it. Keep it starved for oxygen and dump that thing in there, and then if it still looks like it's smoking, we'll dump another one. Dump another one. There is a fire blanket. If there's a surface fire, maybe in the galley or something, somebody wants to cook some bacon and it catches fire. Underneath the compression post in that cabinet on the door as you open it, same cabinet where the fire extinguisher is, there's a fire blanket. Pull that out and drape it over it. It will smother the fire. The bilge alarm, if we are filling with water, you will hear a high-pitched beep, 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 beep from up here. You will also see some lights. This bank of lights right here, the red will be lit. The yellow means that the bilge pump is working. The red means that the high water mark has been reached. And that's when the alarm happens. These bilges should be dry. Were they dry?
They were dry.
Okay, they should be dry. In the event that those do have water and the bilge pump fails, there is a hand pump at each companionway. The steps going down, pull the handle up. It's a gray handle. Start pumping. It pumps a lot of water out. As you're moving about the boat, especially as we round the corner around the airport, it's going to get bumpy. I expect seas around 1.4 meters, maybe bigger depending on the wind. So, one hand for the boat, one hand for yourself. If you're carrying something, one hand needs to be in contact with the boat. You want 3 points of contact at all times if you can. In the event of a man overboard, the person that observes there is somebody overboard, your job is to point, shout, man overboard, man overboard, man overboard. Never look away. Never do anything other than shout and point. Somebody will acknowledge, I got you, man overboard. You can stop shouting. You keep looking and pointing. Even in 1 foot seas, when someone goes in the water, their head is above water. That's 1 foot. 1 foot seas, you can lose track of somebody in a hurry. So point, look. Somebody else should be grabbing things. The horseshoe, cushions, PFDs, throw them overboard. Leave a cookie trail. The person at the helm will push the man overboard button to mark the location. We can steer back to that. If somebody goes overboard, do not jump in after them. You would be shocked at how often that is an instinct. then we have 2 people overboard we have to rescue. Please don't do that. 1 person overboard is bad enough. PFDs. So we do have PFDs. I probably will bring them up and set them somewhere so that we can make use of them. I've got 4 inflatable and there are a bunch up front. I don't expect seas to be that bad, but if we're going up front to mess with sails or something, then I'll want us to have them on. With the sails, we will be exercising the sails, so there will be lines out strewn about. I would like to get this stuff out of the way because it could tangle the lines. As you're moving around, please make sure not to step on a line. It can wrap around your foot and break your ankle, break your leg, or at the very least, it might move and trip you and make you fall, possibly overboard. So be aware, and of course, lines that move can cause rope burn. So don't touch a line unless you intend to be working that line. You are welcome to go down below to use the head if you need to. Please let people know that you have done so. If I'm looking around and I say, "Ooh, I only count 3 people," man overboard, that's my instinct. So tell people when you've gone below, tell people when you come back up, all right? We're not going to be living on board for any length of time today, so there is plenty of drinking water. Make sure you drink, make sure you snack. If you're prone to seasickness, look at the horizon, stay hydrated. If you need medication to combat seasickness, you should already have taken it. If you have not, now is the next best time to take it. And then for general things, things on this boat are the way they are for a reason. They may be the wrong reason. I am open to discussion about why we're doing things this way or a better way to do things. But things are the way they are for a reason. Please don't change them without talking to me first. The biggest thing I see people do, this is how I know they're going to be troublemakers. They take this latch and close it. This is a lawyer latch. You should never use it. What happens is it's meant to hold the davit system up, but it's only on one side. So if the lines break, that thing catches it and the whole thing torques and breaks. You're actually better off with it in the water as one solid piece than with it torquing. So that's how I know people are going to be troublemakers, is when that's closed. Like, who did this? Any questions, any comments, any concerns? You want to jump off and run home now?
No, absolutely not.
If an emergency is happening, please move with purpose, but not with panic. If you move with panic, you make mistakes, you slip, you fall. Now we have 2 emergencies. So, calm, collected, move with purpose, but not with panic. Shore power connection, it is a 50 amp connector, like that. Now this is hot. No, don't let it fall in the water. This is US ohms. So it's a split phase 240, 60 hertz. But what it does is it doesn't go through the inverter, it just goes straight to the 48 volt battery. And so what you're doing is getting shore power without disturbing the inverters. The inverters will stay invert only mode. And then charging from shore power, whatever garbage they have, and then you can ignore this. Right?
I'm sure you cannot see out the window because the rain's really coming down.
It's raining.
The sea state's a little rolly.
Influences in the wild.
Life's a roller coaster filled with ups and downs. Twists and turns, it spins us all around. Sometimes we're laughing, singing in the sun. Sometimes we're crying, wondering what we've done. It's a roller coaster. Hold on to highs and lows. Crazy ride, we'll face it.
Trying again.
Embrace the light. Together we'll conquer side by side. Life's a roller coaster filled with ups and downs. Twists and turns, it spins us all around.
So our sea trial's over. It was a sporty day. Very choppy water, lots of rain, wind. But I think we accomplished what we needed to accomplish. He's talked briefly about some of the things he's discovered, but they're very minor, very superficial. Has nothing to do with the safety or the integrity of the boat. And there's some outdoor cushions that are kind of probably on their last leg that we need to totally replace. But, you know, again, nothing to keep the boat from being sailable. And so we're feeling good about today and getting ready to gather up. The owner's broker, our surveyor, Dale, myself. We're going to dinner soon.
Okay, Tammy, so where are we at now?
We just walked down to have some breakfast and stopped into a shop. It would be a great store to provision in if we were ever staying here for a time.
Yep.
And now we're walking back to our hotel to catch a taxi to go to the marina for haul out, which is literally where they bring the boat out of the water. Our surveyor will inspect the keels and the rudders and all the underneath things.
I like that. Hold on, very strong, man.
And give it a tap down, which is no kidding. Tap, 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 all along the hull of the boat.
That or keeps you from cleaning it off.
Looking for changes in sound, which would indicate to him water intrusion.
Delamination.
Delamination, yep. So how are you feeling about today?
Good, I think.
Yeah.
It was supposed to happen at 10 o'clock. It's now 11 o'clock. It's the new time. The new phrase is island time, which is good. You know, it's like yesterday there was a lot of rain, a lot of storms. Put them right behind. Nobody seems to be too concerned. I'm not either. It's just behind our normal timeline, but it gave us an opportunity to have breakfast. Life is good.
Life is good.
All right, cool.
We just taxied to the marina from the hotel. The haul out that was supposed to happen at 10 a.m. finally is happening about 2 o'clock. There she is. The haul out just happened. That was pretty exciting. The boat is getting a power wash. And then Noel's going to start his tap down and outside inspection of the boat. So it looks like they have the boat in the spot where it will be, I guess, for about 2 weeks if all goes as planned. The main reason it's here is to get the copper coat repainted on the bottom. And I think they're also changing some seals on the sail drive while it's here.
But you know, I don't want him to forget.
Do the what?
Tie the ladder.
Oh yeah. If you have to go, I'll take. I
Make
can.
sure
Yeah.
because, you know, we must safety.
Oh yeah, for safety.
Yeah. No blocking.
Yep. We don't like that.
That's all.
Flip them down and lock in place, and you just need to be able to draw right up.
Figure out what.
Can you just paint it on yourself?
Yeah. Or I can hire someone to do it.
Dave is the owner. I should make that clear. How funny. I should show you a picture, and when I edit this video, I will do that. Dave is handing over the boat to Dale. Dave has a gray beard, and so does like the handover seems like the perfect handover. Dale's cooler and more handsome, of course, in all those ways, but it's uncanny. It's our last day. Nothing happens tomorrow, except for, I mean, I brought my swimsuit. I plan on maybe swimming in the ocean tomorrow. And I did go swimming in the ocean, and it was a great day. We're back home now. We just received our survey back, and all looks great. And so the final step is just getting with our lender and getting all the papers finalized so that we can close on the boat. We're not completely sure of our timeline yet for picking up the boat. We may go spend some time in December on the boat, maybe Christmas, and then potentially bring it back to Florida in January after our Hawaii trip. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit that little bell if you want to be notified when the next video comes out. Thanks. And now an exciting episode of Dale Sail-splains.
Talking about a sail drive. This is a sail drive.
If you can do it, so he's staying that
And
way.
the prop is a folding propeller.
Yep.
So when it's not running, it's this way, no drag. This way, open drag. This is called a zinc. It's for electrolysis. It takes all the electric currents in the boat. It needs this first, not this. There's also, is that a zinc too? That's a zinc as well.
What is the difference between the true wind speed and the apparent wind speed? I don't understand.
Well, it has to do with actually the true wind direction
Okay.
and the apparent wind direction.
Okay.
Okay. So if you're not moving, you have a wind coming at you. And,
Okay.
You know, it's 360 degrees, and then speed. Okay. So let's say
Okay.
for today's purposes, let's just say I'm going directly north,
Okay.
and the wind's coming directly from the beam. Okay. So
Which
if
in
I'm
this
going
case
direct-
would be from the west.
from the west. So it'd be wind is 270, and let's say it's just 10 knots. Okay, 10 knots. Okay, so if I'm standing still,
Yep.
I got a wind that's 270, 10 knots. Now this
And
is,
that's true wind speed?
that's true wind and true wind speed.
Okay.
Okay, true wind angle, true wind angle, true wind speed.
Okay. So the blue arrow indicates the true wind.
Yeah, T and A. So
Okay.
true and apparent. Okay,
Yep.
so now as you move, okay,
Yeah.
you actually the wind as you move,
Uh-huh.
you actually, it appears different than actually being on the beam because you're moving.
Oh,
Okay, does that make
okay.
sense?
It's starting to, yeah.
Okay, so in this case, the wind is behind the beam. Okay?
Uh-huh.
This is the beam.
Yep. North,
Beam.
straight west.
Yeah, don't think about north, but
Okay.
just the direction I'm going.
Yep.
Okay, wind's on the beam.
Yep.
So
90
now-
degree angle.
Yeah, so now as I'm moving,
Mm-hmm.
the wind shifts. I mean, it feels different to me. It's sort of like when you're driving in a car.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do this tomorrow sometime, and you can see with the wind what it does. It feels like it's more forward to you because you're actually inducing, your movement is actually inducing more wind speed or less wind speed. In this case,
Less.
because you're going away from it.
Okay.
Okay, does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's the difference. That's all.
Okay.
Along nicely at just under 10 knots speed over ground, and that 1.3 knot current pushing us along. We're making great time. We should arrive at our destination in about 10 hours.